So let's have a look at Zillow technicals from here. You all know probably why this stock is down so much after earnings. If you're not familiar with this stock, Zillow, they buy your home without seeing it, without anything, just giving you a quote and buying your home, and then they try to rehab it and like do some remodeling, and they try to flip it for a higher price. A few weeks ago, they announced that they're stopping that program, and for the rest of the year, they're halting it. And I think stock gapped down from 95 to 85, and then tried to ignore and go higher. And then on an earnings day, they said that they are getting rid of, I think, 2 million homes. So don't quote me on the numbers, but in short, for those people, I just saved Twitter from a guy yesterday. That's what's going on. I sold my house to Zillow last week for $550,000, 25% above market, and they just called to ask if I wanted to buy it back. I offered $350, and they accepted on the spot. Can't make this shit up, Zillow. So that's the whole story in one tweet. All right. So back to technicals now. So at the moment, if I go back with weekly time frame, okay, because I couldn't find a resistance that it was sitting on. So that's from 2018 and 2020. So that level of a 65, that's the resistance we had, multi-year resistance. It did break out in 2020, and then it did run huge. All right. For some people who are new to trading or maybe looking at this stock, I mean, I can tell you that well before this run up, Zillow was one of the heavily shorted stocks actually. All right. And they were losing money and they were not doing well. And during pandemic, their flipping home business took off for a few quarters. But looks like it's not a lasting thing, and that's the reason why it's down. So 65, that's the support, and below that, I'm gonna go back to weekly chart again here at 2020. I think during that March plunge, we had a 55 as a support as well. And when stocks drop this much in a single day, it usually takes time to recover, or it usually chops around before it rolls over. All right, so that's why I wouldn't try to bottom tick this name, because I would let buyers get exhausted and pretty much stop losses get triggered before trying to get in this one. But at the moment, I don't have any position. I'm not shorting it. I'm not going long. I don't have options, and I want to pull up a lot of people may be thinking that it's oversold. It can stay oversold for quite some time. So before that, it was already downtrending. If you look at the moving averages, yellow line right here, 50-day moving average, even 100-day moving average downtrending. And if you see 200-day moving average trying to downtrend, or it's going down, that's not a good sign. All right, so all of the moving averages pointing down. And also let's have a look at the monthly chart now. So year to date, I believe this stock is almost down. Let's measure. Okay, let's just speak with numbers instead of just trying to guess. So year to date, looks like at the beginning of the year, it opened at around 130, 131. So from that spot, exactly down 50%. From its all-time highs, it's down even more, which is pretty scary. So if you measure 208 all the way to 65, 60, what is it trading at, that $65 level? So it's about 70%, 68% down. So for some people, maybe it's like, okay, that's really good of a discount. But for me, no. I know this company, and I have been watching this stock for quite some time. So I will let it I will let the basically dust settle. And in terms of resistance, we didn't talk about resistance. So if it tries to push higher, let's take a look at the yearly chart on a 1-day chart. Well, it has a huge gap to fill, and the support right here was 85. So that 85, the maximum potential and gap that it needs to fill is from 75 to 85 basically. But I don't think that it's doing it anytime soon because sentiment is already pretty poor. So and what about the option activity just today, Friday? It's been only a couple hours since market opened, and if you look at the option activity, there's not much happening. 30,000 calls, 29,000 puts. So that's the video. A lot of people were asking me about like basic stuff to take a look at on this thing. So that's my thought with Zillow. I hope you guys liked it. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.